During the years of America's discovery, a terrifying event took place in which an entire colony mysteriously vanished and its secrets remain unsolved to this day. Everything dates back to 1584 when Sir Walter Raleigh sent an exploration team to identify suitable settlement locations along the North American coast. This team returned from North America with animal and plant specimens as well as a native. The shores they explored were named Virginia in honor of Queen Elizabeth I. Thanks to this, Walter Raleigh managed to obtain a 10-year permit from the Queen to establish a colony in North America. However, if he failed to do so within 10 years, the permit would be revoked. Both the Queen and Raleigh knew that the colony would serve as a gateway to the riches of the New World and as a military base to attack Spanish colonies in America. Everything was now set for this new order. In April 1585, the first group of settlers, consisting only of men, was sent. Most of these men were retired soldiers who had fought in the English conquest of Ireland. The leader of the group, Sir Richard Grenville, was ordered to survey the area and report back to England. On July 29th, the settlers arrived on the American coast. However, when one of their ships ran aground and was wrecked, they lost a significant portion of their food supplies, leading them to resort to looting. They accused the coastal natives of various crimes, burned down their villages, and stole their goods. The hunger of the 75-man group could not be satisfied, and establishing a colony under these conditions seemed nearly impossible. In response to this situation, Raleigh sent a second group of settlers in 1587. This group, consisting of 121 people, was led by John White, a sailor and painter who was also Raleigh's friend. The group arrived on Roanoke Island in July 1587. On August 18th, White's daughter gave birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America. White knew that if his family was to settle there, he needed to mend relations with the natives. However, despite all his efforts, he failed. The natives continued to threaten and harass the English settlers. Eventually, the colonists persuaded White to return to England and bring back help. Leaving behind 116 settlers, including his granddaughter, White set sail. He planned to return quickly, but harsh winter conditions made crossing the Atlantic impossible. The combination of inadequate ships and England's war with Spain further delayed his return, and White was only able to make it back to the island 2 years later on August 18, 1590. When he arrived, he found the island completely deserted. The 90 men, 17 women, and 11 children who had been in the colony had vanished without a trace. It was as if the earth had swallowed them whole. White searched tirelessly, hoping to find his granddaughter, but to no avail. Eventually, realizing that his efforts were in vain, he left Roanoke Island and returned to the mainland. The lost colony gave rise to numerous theories. The most widely accepted theory suggests that the settlers dispersed among the native tribes. There had been reports of English individuals seen among the natives, but their accuracy was uncertain. Another theory posits that the settlers, growing desperate while waiting, attempted to return to England and perished in the process. The most gruesome theory suggests that the colonists were killed and eaten by cannibals in America. To this day, the fate of the lost colony remains a mystery. However, art has explored this event, depicting it in various works. One of the most famous of these is The Lost Colony, a play by American playwright Paul Green. Meanwhile, writer Philip Farmer's novel Dare suggests that the colonists were abducted by aliens. So, what do you think happened to the lost colony?